Morning. It is Wednesday. It is the 22nd of November. And yes, I know this is the same verse I read yesterday, but I wanted to do a little different focus on it today. And again, it's 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but love drives out fear, for fear has to do with punishment, and the one who fears has not been made perfect in love. Okay, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I thought this would be a good verse. And this is where the world can recognize the difference between us and them. Everybody seems to be a little bit crazy these days. I've talked about this before, that there seems to be this sense of angst hanging over the entire world, or anxiety even. But when we do what we've been talking about now for a number of weeks, which is keeping track of all the things that we have to praise God for, especially as we come into Thanksgiving tomorrow, it's a real blessing to know that we don't have to live in fear and anxiety. And that becomes our testimony. And that's what I want to focus on today. It's how we can be in dependency in the Spirit always, different than the craziness going on around us, that becomes our testimony that people can see in our lives. We had a young lady in our Sunday class a couple of weeks back who had been in the hospital with some kind of condition that they couldn't even diagnose what was going on. And yes, she was in pain. Yes, it was concerning her. That would be only rational. But at the same time, because of her trust in the Lord and the spirit that demonstrated in her, she was able to be a testimony to those around her. And when they would ask, how can you handle things the way you're handling them? Her response would be, because of her dependency on the Lord. And so, as we trust in Him, as we let His love, because His love is perfect, cast out our fears, it makes a difference in our affect and how we present. And people, especially when we're in serious trials, will look at that and wonder why and how we can be that way. And that's another opportunity to witness. And people would like to find some peace and reduce their own anxiety levels. And so maybe all this negativity can be used as a good thing, because it will cause people to desire what we have. So the message is, depend on the Lord, even in the midst of trials. Let His joy and peace shine through you. And that's the greatest gift you may be able to share it with somebody. And it certainly is something for us to be thankful for as we go into Thanksgiving tomorrow. And so, assuming we're not raptured before the turkey comes out, I will see you again tomorrow.